It is. It is. It is. And I see my bubble moving. A mic check. A mic check. 1 2 1 2. Yep. Yep. It. It's a lot going on up out here. I'm finna turn this off. There's a lot going on up out here. I am. I am that one. It is me unapologetically QI entering the building again. I have connections with a lot of people. A lot of people hate on me because of my connections and because I have the ability to build bridges and to make connections, right? I've been blackballed out of the B sector, but I really don't care. I really, especially not what they're displaying these days because it's an embarrassment. And I keep trying to run in here and be the savior for people who don't support, hate on me, blackball me, or whatever. Just because I am who I am. I do it because they be talking about Jesus. They be talking about Christ. They be talking about all of these religious things. But as a spiritual person, I understand more than what I understand, and I give grace. I have given more grace than I should. People be like, nah, because, ego, pride, narcissism, I ain't even about that, right? I'm about that love frequency. I'm a 33. I was born to be me. I forget that scripture about the children who suffered, but I'm that child that suffered because I was put here on earth for a certain reason. And I am, have, and will fulfill my tasks. And that's like on and off this app. I'm the same on and off this app. And because you got weaklings that see me, right? And wish to be me, right? Like how? Because I keep it real. I'm 100 all the time. All the people out here that know if I love you, I love you, right? I don't care. It ain't no, if I love you, I love you. It's just about love. I want to see all of us do better. I don't like to see black people fighting and hurting one another. I'm about, they say you pro black. No. You know why? Because that's a misogyny thing. That's pro black male only. Black man, the black man, but the black man, the man act, but the black man, but the black man, but the black man, the man act. But they ain't doing what they supposed to do. Cause the job of a man is to provide and protect for his kinship, for his community, and for his own. And the black man not doing it. When they get a little money, they marry outside the race. But then, just like with the Janae situation, where they running it to the ground. But here's the thing: you're taking the focus off of the wife who went through DV and the kids. The wife and the kids who went through DV and trauma in that household. You're making excuses for a man that should have got mental health treatment. Ain't nobody to blame but him, right? And he caused more trauma. He caused another generation of trauma because he didn't go get help. Then you black men out here trying to find every excuse. Y'all done went back to 2012. to excuse his DV behavior. But the point is, there was records of DV. There was DV in that household. That man, was not doing right, and he harmed not only the wife that stood behind him no matter what, because she had been wanting to get out that house, and then he harmed them children. But we ain't gonna talk about that because according to black men, women and children don't matter. According to the manosphere or pill community, whatever you want to call these dysfunctional incels running around here trying to promote uh, a certain mentality, that shouldn't matter. When you're evading your job to be a provider and a protector. In my family, I come from some strong women. Strong women. They know it. We get in they horse. And then, although I'm not a coddler, my grandmama and a lot of my great aunts, they were coddlers, right? But the men in my family respect me. Down like my great uncle respected me. They respect me because I sat there up under them. I learned mechanics. I learned a lot of, I was a tomboy. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to coddle y'all. I don't get coddled. Y'all don't get coddled. I saw where coddling make a man weak. But anyways, on to the next. So, Lemon over there, he's a weak example of the B sector. Really, he ain't even the B sector. He's black sector. Everybody in his chat is black sector. Everybody his panel is black sector. Then he's a misogynist anytime, and then he hates studs. He hates lesbians. Now I wonder if J Dunn was saying like newbiology. We do need that interview to come through. Like who was it? Because I do believe it was Lemon. Because Lemon did say back in the day on Sir King panel he was bisexual. Then when I approached him, this is when we were still cool. He's I ain't say that. I ain't say that. Cause he out here running game on you dumbass old women. You know? And it's sad. It's so sad. Oh, this stuff is so sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. What's up? What's up? What's up? Black Pearl up in the building. Good morning to you. I'm trying to do better about addressing my chat. I like to stay on my focus and my target because I just be out here trying to tell, some truths and stuff like that because I've experienced a lot of things and I know a lot of people and then I see a lot of things. That's why they don't like me to talk. That's why they try to blackball me and all of that. So if you want the truth, you come over here. There's people out here pretending to be OGs when people had to pull them up out the ashes. It's people out here that like right now in the B Tech, this about scamming and running a cult. It's about the money. It's a lot of things going on, right? The black sector peeped that game. They ran some of that game. They taught some of these people the game, like the drop game that was from the black sector. A lot of this shit is from the black sector. So the black shit sector been infiltrating slowly but surely, but they up in here though. And if y'all notice that the original B sector people like me, Sir King, even Trey Jury, even though he want to sit there, whatever. Trey Jury told me one time, and I'll never forget it. I couldn't even respond to him because I'm just like, where did this come from? He said, a man will be on the top in the B sector. I'm like, I don't even know how to respond to that. I don't care if it's like All I'm just trying to do is get the B sector commentary flowing again. Because regardless of such, we were less innocent. We don't pull up. We don't, like we ain't trying to do too much stuff. The worst that it gets with the B sector is some doxing, right? Now that's bad. Cause I don't need these criminals. Cause a lot of these people from other sectors are dark web, deep web, scammers, criminals, and they will do a lot with your information. So I don't need that. But at the same time, I'm protected against that as well. Cause I've always been a law abiding citizen. I don't have nothing to hide, and I've been doxxed fully, by somebody that I cared about. I was doxxed by somebody I cared about. Why you ain't do nothing? Because I really didn't want to. But that don't mean you had a right to do nothing either. That don't. And then let me tell you something, y'all. Let me tell you something. I have been fighting men since a little girl. My uncle called me wild woman. My great great uncle called me wild girl. I I don't play. We grew up out here hunting. I grew up with a BB gun. A BB. I got two of them things. Foxes run up my yard. If I ain't scared of these wild animals out here, what make y'all think I'm gonna be scared of y'all? And they know that. My balls drop lower than any of these people. Like Ghetto. Like if I had to choose a side between Ghetto and Dmod, Ghetto know I somewhat like him, even though he is intimidated by my masculinity. He's been trolling me forever in the Mo3 sector and the B sector because of my masculinity. And my masculinity is natural. It's really femininity because I'm a warrior. Because in all ancient societies, women rule, right? It's feminine. Y'all go look at the Amazonian women, uh, Mayan women. We were a matriarch or matrilineal. That was a reason. Now we sent the men out there to go to war. That was to provide and protect. They go out there and harvest and gather, and they go out there and fight to protect our future generations. That means the women are everything. And I'm not taking nothing from no man. We do need them. Like people, QI hates men. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't like disrespectful men. I don't like men that switch places. I don't like, okay, okay, phone call coming in. I don't like, because in my family, we beat the shit out of men that like in my family. Mm, mm-mm. They'll tell you. Now, do y'all really want to get my family on a call? They ain't gonna never do it. Cause back in the day, even when we was riding the school bus, right? My cousin from my granddaddy's side was driving the school bus. And we used to have a lot. He didn't report the fights, but we used to have a lot of fights on the bus. And he was like, one thing about them, he was like, uh, they fight each other, but you ain't gonna fight neither one of them. Cause when you fight one of us, we gonna all pull up. Cause we family. Yeah. We don't in my family we don't always agree. But then at the same time, you're not gonna fuck with none of us either. That's that. That's that Larry Hoover gang, GD folk nation shit. And I'm not gang banging under no premises. My family is all of the founders of the gang. came from my home. So that gangster runs in our blood. We about that because even when you look at GDBD, it's all about family. It was family first, right? Family first. That's how I know I could pull up over here on this scene, pull up over here on this scene, pull up over here on this scene, pull up over. Like I told Ken, 504. I got folk, real folk down there. Family. It ain't on this, it ain't on that. It's about blood. Okay. Anyways. And then Ken himself, I think, is family. Based on his last name. I gotta dig into his genealogy, but I don't want to because I don't dox. You know what I'm saying? And I told him that before. But at any rate, you know, I know what it gives, and I'm not the one. But here it goes. Lemon uses people for content. Ghetto and Lemon have always been butt booty brothers. The misogynistic bros before hoes brothers. Dmod is in the mayor of Troy is in that bros before but hoes. And all these bros before hoes are people that I can bend over and I can strap on and I can get them from the back if I wanted to. And what I'm trying to say is these some weak ass motherfuckers. Okay? But anyways, like we should not be wanting them to represent the B sector or the black sector. He's weak. Lemon is why they think that the B sector is weak. Then the fact that the trifecta, like any of the real content creators, any of the original B sector, the trifecta ran out so that they could have their cults could have reign supreme. But just like I hope VS sees that they cut really ain't, like the cut is part of the problem. The cut was that cult is why Lady Nika, who wants to be an OG, but she had to be raising from the Phoenix, whatever that she was. We raised her back up because they had blackballed her. We raised her back up, and now she out here. And then Vista came back out here. So now she don't, she like, I ain't even trying, cause right now she getting her cash app, her scams on, her con artist shit on, and all that shit on, due to the fact that VS ain't back out here. And I can't say that I like the shit that they did in the past, cause I don't. The reason I got cast off the island because I wasn't with this shit. I wasn't with this shit back then. And a lot of people saw how they did me dirty, like they recorded phone call where they want to say I was sniffling and shit. That was VS. Yeah, she still sniffles like that right now. She got allergies. She still do that. That wasn't me. But they tried to make it seem like it was me. And I got a different connection with VS. So, fuck all y'all. I got connections with a lot of people that don't get along with VS. I got, a lot of people that don't get along with each other. But I'm a real one. I don't get involved in this shit. Because I think a lot of this shit is crazy in the first place. I'm all about sisterhood, women empowerment, woman. If I think that anybody needs to be engraced into this sector from the black sector, it needs to be the women of their sector. Because Tommy Sotomayor, we know he was a harsh, toxic misogynist. And most of those men are still on that. And then Tommy told us that he was the leader, the head of the manosphere when Kwame Brown came out here. Kwame Brown, Gilbert Arenas, it's a lot of them because they want concubines. I'm not about that because I know that women rule the world. Politically, we are the greatest. No, it's more women than it is men. So If you take away, like Trump was trying to do, that's why Trump was trying to do what he did. Take away the women vote. Because you take away the majority of the black women vote, which will make black people have no power. And these men can't see it because they think it with ego and pride and not realizing that y'all are the weakest link. But anyways, so they did the fake fight and the fake pull up to deflect from Lemon's uh nubiology interview. Cause we all heard Lemon was bisexual. We know Lemon bisexual. And then he out here hating on studs. Cause he brought me up again. And I probably wouldn't even say nothing had he not brought me up again. And then I'm still mad behind Liz B. I'm still mad by every time I think about like I didn't even subscribe. Uh I'm mad with VS behind Liz B. She know it. She don't have no. She. I guess a lot of people wanted me like Ness wanted me and Lesbi to fight. Everybody wanted me and Lesbi to fight. I'm just sitting here like I wasn't there when Lesbi was in TSCC. I don't know why I should be fighting Lesbi. Neither one of us are with VS at the time. Like what give? So me and Lesbi had that conversation. We was all right. And then I found out I like Lesbi. We had a lot in common. Cause me and Lesbi, when we was over there with Lemon, we were the bodyguards. We were protecting women. We protected Lemon. A lot of that shit wasn't going on. We protected Lemon's fort. They moved us out the way. Them Sour Patch. Cause Sour Patch, you are a racist coming at Clyde Diva. Cause I ain't heard Clyde say nothing about you. But you coming at Clyde, then old misogynist ass, gay ass motherfucking Rick Reed wanna come at Clyde on behalf of old racist ass Sour Patch. But y'all ain't speaking about that. Now, ain't nobody scared of Rick Reed because he's a fake self-proclaimed nothing. A fake self-proclaimed nothing. A wannabe that's chasing behind us, the original people. I'm a part of the original. I don't want to be no OG or nothing because I don't want to be gang affiliated. I don't want to be under no RICO, no federal law, no federal crime, nothing. I'm just me. But we brought the original content. We made the beef sector what it was. We did that. Somebody else done went live, but y'all catch my replay. Y'all catch my replay. Cause I just vent and y'all. I know y'all come cause y'all. I hear y'all. Talking and whatever I talk. I teach y'all. But anyways, it's just like this. The black sector then already infiltrated the beef sector through Lemon. Lemon is basically a black sector channel. Lemon hates the beef sector. He's been coming at beef sector the long way. One by one, he tries to come at beef sector original players. You know what I'm saying? Ness did too. It took me a long time to see that Ness did too, because both of them are narcissistic. Both of them are narcissistic. Now I asked Vids to drop the link because I could have came up there and said a lot of this. But then, at any rate, and I don't like that lesbian shit though, for real though. Nurse K, my homie. That's what it is. What it is. Like I ain't no fake person. Then Lemon over there. Here's the whole thing. I think Lemon and J Dun started because both of them know they didn't have the right to speak on Lesbi because Lesbi didn't fuck with them. Lesbi didn't like them because you know, they was coming, out of their hatred and being haters and shit. They came at me, Lesbi. Me and Lesbi had the same type of story. And we was trying, me and Lesbi, we were both cool. Lesbi was like, get up off the line. She tell Nurse K, get up off this shit. Protect your energy. Sometimes when I talk to her, I be like, what Lesbi say? Protect your energy. It's about protecting your energy. And I love her for that, right? For seeing me for who me. It's crazy. But I'm about to get up off here because I'm getting a little. Every time I talk about lesbian, I still ain't. I don't know if it has to do with I lost a lot of people and I grieve or whatever. Just like I be checking on Nurse K and all of that, and it be so hard. You know what I'm saying? Then it's not like I knew lesbian like a long time like that, but then I'm just feeling like I feel, and I'm trying to process it, but I get angry. I get angry. I didn't stop. I ain't subscribed to Lemon new channel enough because he remind me because he did me and Nurse K and Lesbi wrong. And he won't apologize. He won't address it. Then to see people calling and caping for him. Then to see all these motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about no other woman or us. That shit. You know? Just like this heat. Uh, 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 Pizza. She came from the black sector. Y'all launched her out here to attack me. I was wondering why this motherfucker's attacking me because I didn't know who the fuck she was. Then it's just like, I ain't compete. I don't have to compete with no. They compete with me. These lesbians be out here competing with me. Cause I done it all and everything. I know. I just know. I got trophies and a resume. I don't care about this shit. But that's how I know they weak. They ain't shit. They ain't never experienced nothing. But I'm just trying to say, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. That ain't what my focus is. Like I prefer that y'all not look at me as a lesbian, look at me as political, look at me as black progressive, look at me as progressive, look at me as a humanitarian, because I'm not a racist either. That's what I prefer. But and then y'all always trying to force somebody to be in y'all cult, but I'm not, because I'm a free thinker, a critical thinker. I think for myself. And then I'm going to stand on my own because I'm the only one that got an answer to the universe, to God, to whoever y'all might want to call it. Everything I have done has been representative of the fact that I know I have to answer for my actions. But can y'all? But, anyways, let me get up out of here. It's just like, man, that fight was a deflection. Answer me, was he the one that was the new biology interview? Um, Black sector has already taken over because as much y'all let them on the panel, they taking over panels. I'm the one that got up there and get up there sometime, and I get tired of doing that fighting by myself. Then y'all don't fight with me. Then pizza and stuff bring these ops and enemies of, because just like she knew Resto what came out here as an enemy, she let him give her a little money, you know, and now he done dished her. Now he letting binary dog her, the twins. But that's our own goddamn fault. You don't fight for me. I used to, but not no more. Cause I see you setting me up for the trap. Cause you know I'm better. Real content creator, you not. We tired of challenges. We tired of all this other bullshit. Just so y'all can run up y'all cash apps. Just so y'all can scam and con. And that's it, point blank, period. And then I love y'all two sisters. I support y'all two sisters. I want y'all to do better, two sisters. Like I said, if anybody from any of these other sectors come in, I want it to be some women. Why we can't support women? Why is always a hatred towards women and a promotion towards these misogynistic ass, hating ass, abusive ass black men? Why? Y'all fault. But I'm pulling back because I got my own channel. And I could be bigger than bigger if I didn't care so much about y'all sorry ass, lazy ass, hating ass asses. Hating ass. But anyways, I'm up out of here. Peace. Peace. Be until next time. All of that good stuff. I'm about that love. And then I don't like they QR hate me. No, I don't. I like respectful men because I came from a family of respectful men. Because if they wasn't respectful, guess what? We'll put them on their ass. I like respectful men. If you're a respectful man, I'm gonna uphold you to the fullest. That's why I supported Lemon because I thought he was a good boy. To Ghetto and Vic and all them black sector people pushed me out the way. And then they did it on the back of me and Resto. And then you see how Resto in Lemon's ass right now? But Lemon cape for him. Lemon cape for Resto. And Easy, the vacuum cleaner thief. But y'all didn't run that story. Y'all didn't run the Resto. That's what y'all should have ran. Then Pizza accepted him for that little money. Y'all some dummies. But anyways, I'm finna get up out of here. Peace.